Hello, everybody. Let me just get Enderal here on the screen. There we go. All right. How is it going? Hope you're doing well. Yes, today we're playing some Enderal. Game I haven't touched in a little while, aka mod. I've touched a little while, but it's now a standalone. Has been for a little while. We're gonna do a new game. Let's get it. This has such a cool beginning. Agenda. Choo choo choo. All right. So let's begin. A nice day in summer. I have to talk with Daddy. He wants to tell me something important. Okay. So let's go have a little chit chat, shall we? Hello, horse. Brr. Alright. Got a little burnt house. The nutritiousness of meat. Meat is life. I can attest to that. Eat that meat. Strength of beaten enemy. This beginning is so chilling, says Jenna. Indeed. Lower that. Let's see. Gameplay, look sensitivity. That's as low as it can go. Okay. That's fine. I wish it could go just a smidge lower, but that's alright. Alright. Let's go track down Daddy. Alright, let's come on up. Some more. Should be up here. There he is. Daddy!
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
Dova. Heyo. What is this we have today? This is Enderal. Enderal was / is a mod of Skyrim, like basically taking the Skyrim engine and making its own game with it. And we just started. Our quest was to find Daddy, and we have found Daddy. So, what is this place, Daddy? Where are we?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just Mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
No, I did.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh, well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
All right. Kit! Heyo! Sorry about a couple mystery been working. No worries. You're here now. Welcome. Welcome. All right, so we got to go inside, help Mommy with the cooking. Get some clothes. All right. Let's come on inside here. X gonna give it to you. I have to say that every time I see this. All right. So we got some tomatoes. Could take, but we're not going to, because this beginning ultimately doesn't make a difference. But just, oof. If you have not seen the beginning of this, it is, mwah, love it. It's not Halloween, but spooky. I've always loved this picture. It's always one of my favorite art pieces I've ever seen. It's one of the Titans, if I remember correctly. All right.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
But what about Mommy and sister?
What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, No use crying over spilled milk, right? And at least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
Only three. Or there's three choices, but all of them are just the same thing. But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And... oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
But I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked men.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
Oh, that is so good. It's like the most metal beginning to anything. Oh, speaking of, love that entrance. So good.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today. Shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
There's a little backstory into the world we are going to be adventuring into.
Shh,
let's see.
hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
So before I answer, Kit, have you played this before? Yes. I have played, not all the way through by any means, but I have actually sat down to play this game twice. Once was a very short-lived series here on the channel, and another time was just me on my own, just trying to basically revisit the game and figure it back out, because the very first time I played it, I wasn't ready up here mentally for the differences between this and Skyrim, so I kind of didn't like it. But then I realized later on, oh, let me go into this with a fresh mind, and I thoroughly enjoyed the second time I played for the little bit amount of time I did. And we're gonna revisit again today. So, was it a dream? Yes.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and, well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
So, let's see. Blame myself? Makes you think that. Oh no, maybe if I do what difference make nonsense. Those bastards from the temple killed them and not me, and I know that. So we got some choices. From what I know, the choices do, well, not these specific choices, but some of them later on do make a difference. So I have to keep that in mind. There's a bunch of other little things that are different compared to Skyrim, but we'll get to those when we get to them. Let's try to think. We'll try to be nice. Blame yourself. What makes you think that?
Well, there must be a reason that you dream the same thing over and over, mustn't there? I'm no scholar, but maybe these dreams are trying to tell you something. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know, maybe, but even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, I just remember, because I think one of these two is a choice that does change it. Let's see, Dova. Put it off for too long at this point. I just need to start my Skyrim completionist playthrough. Catch you later, Soap and Jenna. Well, adios. Adios, Dova. Thanks for joining us for a little bit. So yeah, they're basically our companions, friends, whatnot, that depending on answers you give to their, dialogue, will affect their relationship with you. So, let's see. We'll try to be an upright citizen. Me too, but we're gonna pay our debt as soon as we have earned some money over there.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
So now, we got our character creation. So there's 4 races, if you will. Half Eterna, half Arizalian. I think I said that right. Or Zelian. Helenian, Kuranian. So, let's see. I'm just trying to look. I have an idea in mind, specifically entropy is something I'm thinking about using. So, start with a bonus for elementalism, entropy, mana, and enchanting. Heavy armor, two-handed, health, handicraft, sleight of hand, and marksman, which the very, very, very first time I tried to play this, I was like, oh, sneaky sneaks. It's not as easy as it is in Skyrim, by any means. Let's see. They don't necessarily have something mentioned here. Alright, we'll go with the Eterna. Basically, elves. Alright. We'll be a dude for this. Let's see what kind of presets we might have. Let's go with that. That looks alright. Basically, entropy is kind of a mystical magics. Be a zombie-looking dude. That'd be cool. Dirt can't really tell on that. Scar up his face. Let's see. Gotta honor our cat face friend. Give the 3 scars the mark of the cat face. Let's see. Yeah, basically we're gonna be using magic as the more or less the idea of this. All right. A lot of options, of course. Let's go to the most important, though, the hair. I like that it kind of... There's like a little outline, shadowy kind of thing. All right. I'll go with, let's see. Let's do what I got. Buzz that hair. Where am I? Where's my hair? It's gone. Oh. There we go. Get a bit of a beard as well. There we go. Darker hair. There we go. There we are. That works. All right. Finish. Name the character. Let's see. Gotta dive into the mystical world of naming our character. If I hadn't already used Dumbledore the Half-Dead, this would be perfect, because basically he's a zombie. Alright, let's see. If you have any ideas out there, let's hear them. But we could just be, let's see. This is dumb, but Deadhead Fred, because our head is dead. There we go. That works.
An Eterna, right. She was one of the last of her kind to leave Maya Awernath, wasn't she? Ironic. Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit. Someone's coming.
Women nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days. Back... I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet. Okay.
Ah, here we go. Man, it smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Alright, so real quick. Increases entropy. Okay, so that was the bonus that we got.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Alright, Jenna, to answer your question, yes, I feel like I've used them all. Not all of them, all of them.
Throw the hook to the face!
Oh,
come on,
getting double teamed.
You can do it!
Our friend is not helping us here.
Oh, fucking piece of shit! You pay for that.
Boom!
Fucking piece
Our health.
of shit!
Watch your language, sir. There are children watching. Oh, sorry. But not. Boom!
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
Let's see. What was Haggard? If you mean Hagar, the Nightmare of Hair. That was our character right before good old Harmony. Or not Harmony, Valkyrie, sorry. AKA Hagrid. Alright, well, let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we sneak out.
Yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board.
I'm gonna just put me some clothes.
Easy, can it?
Alright. A rope. Somewhere. There it is.
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you, but sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
Let's see. Hagrad. Don't know how to spell it.
After we had left Osteen, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, build potatoes.
anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No,
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Well, things just get better and better.
Tell me, what is time to the dead dreaming anyway?
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
A vision. Rather loud vision. The cutscenes of this are a bit loud. Apologies. Okay. We're awake. What? Where am I? Oh, I know the sky. We're in, Oh, my mind just went blank. Let's see, Kit, is this like a mod I have to download or through Steam? So, if you own Skyrim, and I can't remember if it's the like Legendary Edition, you know, the original, or if it's Special Edition. It's one of the two. If you own one of the two, you can get this for free in Steam. You just look up Enderal. Originally, when it came out, it was a mod. You had to do this full conversion mod thing to get it to work. It was a lot of work, but now it's a standalone thing, and it's free if you own Skyrim. So, there you go. All right. Assassination. Wolf blood. Focus. Let's see. That could be where we're going with this. Psionic spells, which is kind of what I'm thinking. Psionic and entropy. Rage stuffs. Let's see. I don't even think we have a thing to use. Oh, we do. Sweet. Alright, we got our focus. We can leave our meditation. There we go. All done with work. Woohoo! Yay! Did it. I feel dizzy. It starts with the dreams. Find a way to reach inland, and we will. Let's look around real quick. We have a weird fever. Feel odd. cold, but at the same time feverish. Takes its toll from you to focus your thoughts. Carrying capacity is reduced by 7. Oh no. So we have focus and meditation. So we'll pick that up. Have a little look around. So spare parts, scroll boon, health potion that's rancid. That's not a chest. Alright. It's key movement. Move inland. Let's see, read your journal. Okay. And open your hero menu by pressing H. Oh. Okay, got the journal. Our hero menu, so stats. Things of that nature. Right. Okay, so we got a torch. Pick up a few items here. Pickaxe, sure. Skeleton's got a knife. Alright. Let's do this. And actually, let me change up Sky UI to how I like it, which is Celtic. So if we do this, that's better. Alright. Got ourselves a knife. Let's go. Keep searching. I know down here there's a couple of, well, basically we know them. Ruin. Just like in the vision. There are a couple of, rats, aka skeevers. Fleshless lost one. An iron sword? Sure. We need something to defend ourselves. Use the sword for now. Until we learn some magics. Alright, nothing to look at there, just some blood. See right there, a couple of them. And since this is a bit more difficult, kind of want to get over there. Did I get the other one? I did. Good. Alright. Pick up some stuff. A carrot. Restores 4 points of health for 5 seconds out of combat. I'll take it. Empty sack and empty skeleton. Alright, into the temple. So yeah, the way some of the things work different than Skyrim. Like, you can't just sit there and pop health and stuff. A lot of it's, you know, like out of combat things will happen. You can't do much in combat other than combat. Raise your skills with learning books. Take the book, skeleton. One-handed apprentice. Sure. There it is. All right. Increases one-handed for apprentice. So skill level 25 costs 1 learning point. Oh. Oh, hello. You dropped a little bit of business there, rude key. Collect some stuff. Alright. Let's interact with the statue. While that's doing its thing. Let's do some hop on up. Last one. There we go. All right. Let's keep making our way. So we got a little something there, something there, something there. Let's check this part out first. I know I don't want to get too... And the game crashed. That's the first time I've had a crash in Enderal. Which, in theory, should be at the beach, like, right before... Oh, no. That's right when we came in. Okay, cool. Alright. Like that. That. There we go. I'm just gonna walk onto the last one and let it take me up since, you know, we gotta get on here anyway. A second, give me a drink. Right. There we go. So let's save. Just in case we run into some more problems. Okay. So, wanted to explore here. Certain areas, healing spells and health potions raise your arcane fever. Drink ambrosia to bring it down again. So I know that going in that area is going to not be good, but just want to, you know, take a little look. I see some items. All right, let's just run in and get it. All right. Arcane fever went up. So let's see what we got. Heals you by 35 points of health, worsens your arcane fever. There's the ambrosia that I was just talking about. An old robe. Shall put that on. Alright. Let's keep moving. And let's save. Now that we actually got a little something. Alright, we'll check this way. Alright, so this could... So that could go somewhere, and this can go somewhere. So let's double back. And check out this path. Because yes, even though I've played this a bit, I don't remember all of the things. We've got some stairs. Scrap metal of an ancient nation. Sure, we'll pick up some goodies. Key to the temple. A lockpick. Okay. Don't really see much else. Yeah. Okay. So we got a lockpick, some scrap metal. Which is alright. Now we can go back the way we just were. Let's also save. Just in case. Alright. Arrows. Learning book, sneak, apprentice, marksman. Rest in Enderal, you need a sleeping place. Hence, you need to search for beds and visit taverns. Heavy armor. Elementalism. Get a bow, just in case. Inedible beer. I don't want to eat beer. I want to drink beer. All right, get a bit of sleep. I'm thinking solid 8 hours. Help us rest. I think this is the only way you can level up in this game too, is by resting. If I remember correctly. Spell tome, grounding, lightning that does 7 points of shock damage and half as much of mana damage per second. Sure. We'll eat that, restore some mana, good. Let's see, can we... Nope, okay. Don't have enough memory points, which is perfectly fine. Alright. So now, if we do this, we favorite that. Thank you. And let's favorite our bow, arrows, sword. Let's get that ready. And let's save. Now that we got some more stuff. Corpses. The light. They are going. Indeed. Alright. More of the abandoned temple. This machine. Why does it seem so familiar? Let's get a closer look, shall we? Could be from the vision. Probably it's from the vision. Alright. Just keep moving. Through all the rocks. Alright. So, what do we have here? Goblet. Another health potion. Search that corpse. We'll eat some flesh. Always the damage. God. Let's go on over this way. Mana potion. Boon. So let's go. Let's see. Heals the caster. 6 points per second. Worsens your arcane fever by 0.5%. The worsening of the fever can be lessened by the mental expert. We'll learn it. We will favorite that, so that way we can work on that. Let's see. Can you add mods onto this? Since mod itself, yes, you can add mods to it, Jenna. So did they basically copy Skyrim core system into this game kit? Yes. Essentially, this was a Skyrim mod. They just tweaked some of the, you know, the mechanics, and then obviously built a whole world and characters and all that fun stuff around it. All right. So now we got a path through here. Most excellent. I shall save, because I know there's something coming up. There's a troll or something like that. So we're gonna use control to sneak, just like we would normally. See, right there. Because I'd really rather not fight it right now. A blueprint. Hammer, tongs, axe. No thanks. Oh. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. And let's make a break. Sudden coast. There we go. All right, we haven't died, which is good. Yeah, the see, like if that was in Skyrim, you know, like the first enemy you come across, then probably would have been a bit easier. Not here. All right. So we find a way out of the ravine. Collect pumpkins to hasten health regeneration. Collect mana fungi. Help the regeneration of mana. Just put all the way. There's a pumpkin. Another. And another. Take that firefly. And there we go. Some mana fungi. So we gotta get one more. This heals health instantly from the moon carrot. Oh, plant sap heals you. There we go. Alright. Pretty sure this is just the way, but I want to find one more mana fungi and another pumpkin. So let's try to look around. There we go. Boom. See if we can spot pumpkin somewhere. Oh, no. I thought I saw a little orange-ish there, but that wasn't it. I know one thing I do want to do, though. Alright. Bump that FOV up just a smidge. Yeah. Okay, so maybe... There we go. Okay. So, pumpkins collected. Fungi collected. Now we can just keep moving through the abandoned tower. More scrap metal, goblets, things like that. Don't know if I really want that at the moment. Anymore, I should say. Flame bite. Okay. A gout of fire. That does 6 points of fire damage per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. Learn it. We'll favorite. Let's keep moving. Use traps to your advantage by defeating enemies with them. Big button right there. Potential enemy. Maybe? Nope. Okay. Nope. Little trolley do. Alright, let's search. Pick up some flesh. Magical symbol. Cool. Some more ambrosia. More flesh. Soul gem. An old sword. Nah. Alright, so that goes out. So I want to at least try to lure in this little trollio. There we go. Let's eat. Resist poison. Oh, nice. Prison level 2. You receive 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory point. Current attributes. There we go. An attribute I want to raise. We'll bump up our mana. There we go. Cool. Alright, now. Gonna do a bit of meditation. Keep bumping up. Let's see, Arcane Might. Concentration. Psionic spells stay. Entropy spells consume 20% less health. Psionic spell, yeah. This is the path I had in mind, anyway. We still need to learn some other spells, but... Okay. So, back out of that. Alright, so let's avoid... Oh. Like I said, let's avoid it. Old vagrant dress. Probably use that. Anything... Potential... Looks like what I would know is a Dwemer chest. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's an old chest. Boon, rank 1. Pretty sure we know that, but we'll take it. A Staff of Flames. We'll take that. Don't really see anything over there. So we'll save and keep moving. Avoid. And come to the door, Sun Coast again. Right. So far, so good. It's a bit dark. Not sure. Are you friend or foe? Foe. Oh. Okay. Coastal deer stalker. I'll eat that just to restore a bit of health. An unlucky vagrant. Some gauntles. Sure. Take those. Light. Let's see. Absorbs 3 points of health from the target. Can only be casted on enemies. I'll take some shoes as well. Alright, so now let's take a little look-see. So we want some gauntles. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Now we're looking a bit cooler. Okay. Let's give it a save. Oh yeah, we also had our learning. So we'll learn that. Sneak or marksman. We'll think on it. Hopping down. Artifacts require tactic. Press 2 to execute a bashing attack. Basically, because there's some deer stalkers that are coming up. So I think what I'll do. So we'll try to be a bit. Okay. So we'll let him come in a bit. Oh, that hurt a bit. Oh, get an arrow back though. I'll take that. Come on now. Yeah, enemies are a bit tough. Even early on. It's okay. So now what we'll do. Use a bit of magic on them. Oh. Uh-oh. This particular log tree thing is helping. The only friendly creator in the game is your Mr. Fox buddy. Actually, that's not true. The very first time we played that, we found out the hard way that Mr. Fox was not very friendly. Okay, I'm gonna come on down, see if I can bring the fight to them a bit. All right. Where are you? Search, get some. Leave that there for a second. It's way over there, across the river. Okay. Come on. There we go. Some pelt. I'll take it. All right. Let's restore some health out of combat. All right. Just keep moving. Vagrant hood. Another dagger, don't need that, but a hood is always needed, especially since it's armored. See, there we go. Now we're looking cooler. Better. Some noises. X marks the spot, eh? A suspicious soil mound. I'm gonna save. just in case. Aha! Sweet. Didn't blow up. Alright, so let's figure out what bone meal does. Damage stamina. Some pennies. Potion. Light magic for apprentice. Sure. And a skull. Let's move across, see if there's anything back over here. Some iron ore. Mine a little bit, sure. Alright. Nothing else of note. Hello, little crab. Hello. Alright. Some bread. Hey. You should back up. My bread. You want some squabbles? Okay. Let's eat. Restore the stamina, sure. Heavy leather cross. Sure. Lantern, pickaxe. Okay. So heavy armor. Some 23. I'll put that on, sure. Yeah. Still looking cool. That's what's important, right? Fashion. There we go. No, nothing. Nothing over this way. Still that. Not entirely sure what it is. Heals instantly, sure. Heal up. Alright, nothing there. Hello. I see a caca. Ice Claw. Found an Ice Claw. Ice Claws, listed in your inventory and consumables, permanently raise your carry weight by 1 point when eaten. Well, don't mind if I do. There we go. Hello, caca. Can't hurt it. Some more tapanama. Alright, let's look what you got over here. Chesty. Alright. Answers marked with carry the story forward, but there's a chance that some dialogue
now
options
would
aren't
you
available
look
anymore.
at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir?
Well, since we're trying to be a nice person, that's a long story. Where am I here? And who are you? We'll just take off the here part on that.
Who am I? Finn Delires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
So if they say knowledge, it gives us some knowledge. That, for example. So, tell me more about this region.
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
I see. And are there places that might be of interest to an adventurer?
To an adventurer? If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
Alright. So, you said you were apothecarius by my path. What do you mean by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
So, a role designated by Malthus? You mean the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites. And there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles, we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best, and who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
Interesting. So in, Aram, there's a rumor that the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy.
Okay. Well, interesting thought.
Well, I didn't come up with it.
So, can I trade some goods with you? I've found some things in the ruins.
Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
Alright. So we know how trading works. Alright. So... knife and axe can go. The, clothes can go. A robe. Vagrant dress. Food-wise, I think hold on to those. Same with our ingredients. We know Boon already, so we can get rid of that. This ruined book, some scrap metals. Shovel, that seemed to be a thing to have, so we'll keep that. Some spare parts. A tattered book. Now, what do you have? Basically what we just gave you. Life absorption. We already know that. Some wild berries. Seems to be coming across those. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed.
Indeed.
Carbos, do we need tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no.
What? Hey, you there. Again, Finn.
Hmm? By the righteous path. What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Yes, I suddenly have this kind of fever. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntroots, Gruntroots. Ah, here we go.
Get a nice little patch up.
Let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn! The still!
They've hit me. Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you.
Alright, let's uncork and have a drink. Cheers.
See? You already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thanks, but what blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality, and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
No. But the explosion, the voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it!
There's an explosion.
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
What? Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story.
And how do you know about the apothecary? Were you there when they attacked? Or were you there when they were attacked?
I was on the perimeter. And no, I didn't help, for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails.
Fair.
I wish I had a more heroic answer, but I don't. Sorry.
So wait, what do you know about my fever?
Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yes?
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. That's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim.
So an Arcanist will be able to cure this fever?
Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do.
Let's gain a little knowledge. What do you mean by a little sensitive?
Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
Okay. So if I contain the fever, but let it get worse, what are the consequences?
At first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
Wait, it can kill me? And what's an Orbaya?
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad.
Alright. Are there any other remedies?
Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps.
Huh. What about these visions? Are they also caused by the fever?
You have visions?
Well, for lack of a better word, yes. Ever since I've had this fever, I get these strange premonitions of things which are about to happen. Are they also a symptom?
Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say?
Treatment for information? All right.
Well, then, the stage is yours.
Some time passed. Tell the story.
I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yes, but it wasn't just a dream. It was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was the same as the one in the valley.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Right after I washed up on the shore, yes, together with those visions.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark.
Let's gain a little knowledge here. What's Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malphus, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon.
Okay. So, want to know more? Who's this employer of yours?
Well, aren't you curious? I work for the Holy Order.
Alright, the Holy Order? You mean the Enforcers of the Lightborn?
Yeah, but they're more than just a military unit here. Enderal belongs to Malphus, the Guardian God, and the Order answers directly to him. In other words, they're calling the shots here. No king, no queen, no council. Just an order of noble warriors, always looking so stern and joyless that you might think they're struggling with constipation.
Alright, I'll help you. The faster I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and Vatirs attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least. The strangest thing, however, is the Red Madness.
The Red Madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "Fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the Red Madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
A magister?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winters on his back.
What did he do?
Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
Well, so what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're no monk?
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady.
Well, you're after his motives, but how can I help you with that? I don't know anything about that magister.
Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here, and according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Alright. Quest objective is marked by 1 or more stars. They indicate the difficulty of said quests, and at the same time, the level you should have for the quest. So it's 1 through 4. Both of these are a 1. Alright. I think what we'll do now, before we head out... Butcher of Ark. A bit of a story, I'll take that. Search the backpack. I think what we'll do, get a little rest in here, and then we'll wrap up the stream, and then we'll do another one tomorrow.